Good afternoon, friends. How is everybody doing today? I am here today with a new knife overview. It's not an unboxing because I've already took it out the fucking box and used it a little bit, but that's alright. Unboxing is just whatever, that's not my thing. If that's your thing, that's cool though. Alright, we have the Fallkniven U2 in laminated super gold powder steel. And this is the only reason that I bought this knife, because otherwise it just looks like a basic knife, right? It's just plastic handles or FRN handles. It might be glass frame for it. Either way, it's a composite handle and then just the blade and a lockback. It's very basic. It's super basic, but I wanted to go ahead and get this because there's only one knife in Fallkniven's line of knives that has this steel, and it's this one right here. There you go. You can see it a little bit better there. It is a Japanese steel, and contrary to popular belief, Fallkniven knives are made, well, the majority of their knives are made in Japan, with Japanese steel, made by, their plants over there. They have Takafu metals, which is kind of like their version of Crucible, and so they do all their steels over there for their stuff. This is a really cool uncommon blade steel that you don't see, which is why I grabbed it, like I said. And I'm going to be doing some edge retention testing with it. It's supposed to be on par with something like ZDP 189, which is cool because I was looking for like a small knife in ZDP 189, and the only one I could find was the Dragonfly and Spyderco Dragonfly, and they're not in production anymore, and people are scalping the crap out of them on eBay. So I definitely wasn't about to pay that. This one is still a little high as well, right on par with what you would pay for a Sprint Run Spyderco if it was new as well. This is like $94, I think, which is odd because this is the special edition model that has the Constellation Cygnus on there. And the other model, which has a plain blade with no markings, no special edition, is like $5 more. It's like $99. So it's a little bit on the high end, but I used that extra money to upgrade to priority shipping. So I got the special edition one. The markings don't bother me at all on a knife like this, especially. It's a full flat grind blade with dual nail nicks, so it's got one on each side. I don't even feel like I need to use it though. I just go ahead and pinch grip it to open, and it opens up just fine. I'm gonna try and take it apart because it doesn't look like, or I don't say look, it doesn't feel like there's washers in there. Or if they are, they're plastic. It just doesn't have that feel like phosphor bronze washers. So if it doesn't, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to take this apart and then throw some of these in here. I'm just going to figure out what's going on because it looks like it might be plastic welded together in the rear because there's no fastener back here. It's just the pin for the lock bar. And then the T15, which that's a Torx T15 right there. Kind of overbuilt for this thing, but I'm glad they used a big pivot. I like big pivots on knives. They're a lot stronger. And just messing around with T6s isn't fun. They always strip out. Looks like it's going to be a captive pivot, so you only need one screw on one side. That's always good. I'm really excited to test this one out. I'm going to be putting that on the channel as well. I have some sisal rope on the way from Amazon, and then we're also going to do some cardboard and some some synthetic rope to see how it does for like a abrasive plastic on this edge. It did have kind of a wonky edge, a secondary bevel when I got it. I took it out the box earlier, so I went ahead and put my own edge on it, which doesn't really bother me anyway because I normally put my own edge on knives anyway. So, no big deal. This is my Maximet Para 2, PM2. Let me get you guys out here. So that's kind of a size comparison to a Para 2. It's a small guy, but not overly small. It's still a great knife. I got this as a 5th pocket carry or coin pocket carry, just for like a regular utility knife. Looks like it's coming in just right at 6 inches, and it's a 2.5 inch blade. So yeah, that's it, or that's for the overview. I'm gonna do some testing on this later. I'm really excited to test this steel out because you don't see this steel on folders, and you really don't see it on that many kitchen knives unless it's like high-end stuff. So it's kind of cool that they're letting us, or not letting us, but having an offering for regular folks to grab this at a somewhat reasonable price. And I'm also going to do a few mods. That's what this mark is for. I'm marking out precisely where I need to put a thumb stud to where it will also interact as a stop pin, but also can be used as a thumb stud, and to where it will clear this shoulder right here. So I'm going to do the thumb stud mod and then phosphor bronze washers, and I think that'll be good. I mean, I can kind of one-hand open it now. It's just slower than I like, but it's a 2-hand opener knife anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. I'm not stressing it. All right, guys, you have a great day. That's the Fallkniven U2 and super gold powder steel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I got a really cool one coming up next.